Every day, the world pulls you in 1,000 directions, each one demanding your time, your energy, your soul. But you are not here to chase everything. You are here to conquer what matters. When you focus relentlessly on your true mission, you ignite a power few will ever know. But if you scatter your focus, you sacrifice your potential. Will you live with purpose or get lost in the noise? Comment, "I choose focus," if you're ready to eliminate distractions and dominate your purpose. Your future is being decided right now. In a few moments, you will discover how to focus your energy only on what truly matters and eliminate everything else. Focus is your greatest power. Many people move fast in life, but very few move forward. You may be working hard, keeping busy, chasing dozens of goals at once, but ask yourself, are you advancing toward the life you truly desire, or are you just spinning your wheels? Focus is the ability to cut through the noise, to direct all your energy toward what actually moves you closer to your purpose. Without focus, even the most talented individuals scatter their power until nothing remains. Yet when you focus, when you choose one thing, one dream, one mission, you ignite a force within you that no obstacle can withstand. Think of a magnifying glass. Scattered sunlight is harmless, but concentrated light can burn through anything. Andrew Carnegie built an empire because he learned early to put all his eggs in one basket and then watch that basket. The world conspires against your focus. Every distraction pulls at your attention until you're stretched too thin to make meaningful progress. This constant fragmentation of effort is the silent killer of dreams. Not failure, but diffusion. Consider the oak tree that channels all its energy into growing deep roots before reaching skyward. It doesn't try to grow in every direction at once. Nature understands what we often forget. Greatness requires concentration of force. When you examine the lives of extraordinary achievers, artists, entrepreneurs, athletes, scientists, you'll find a common thread. They mastered the art of elimination. They knew what to ignore. They developed the courage to disappoint people in areas that didn't align with their central mission. Focus demands sacrifice. You cannot be everything to everyone. You cannot excel in every domain. The sooner you accept this truth, the sooner you'll begin to make real progress. Create systems that protect your focus. Schedule deep work sessions where nothing interrupts your flow. Establish boundaries that preserve your mental energy for what matters most. Focus isn't just about work. It applies to every dimension of your life. Your relationships deepen when you give undivided attention. Your health improves when you concentrate on key habits instead of chasing a dozen quick fixes. Your spiritual growth accelerates when you stop sampling everything and commit to one path with devotion. The paradox of focus is that by narrowing your path, you expand your possibilities. By doing less, you accomplish more. By simplifying, you create space for extraordinary results to emerge. You may have many interests, many talents, but will you have the courage to choose what matters most and give it everything? Distraction is the enemy of destiny. You were not born to be mediocre. Deep within you lies a calling, a mission only you can fulfill. But every day, countless distractions pull you away from your true path. Endless news cycles, trivial gossip, social media, and the fear of missing out. These aren't harmless. They're dangerous. They rob you not only of time, but of purpose. It's not that you lack potential. It's that you've been giving your power away to what doesn't deserve it. Every minute spent scrolling, every hour given to entertainment, every week lost in someone else's priorities, it adds up. These aren't breaks, they're slow leaks. And success is lost, not in explosions, but in evaporation, small daily surrenders to what doesn't matter. The greats in history didn't win by being superhuman. They won because they focused when others wandered. Thomas Edison didn't invent the light bulb by dabbling. He failed over 10,000 times, but he stayed locked on the mission. Abraham Lincoln, Helen Keller, Marie Curie, these people guarded their attention like treasure. They weren't super gifted. They were super focused. So ask yourself, will you protect your focus like your future depends on it? Because it does. Will you continue letting the trivial distract you from the extraordinary? Or will you draw a line in the sand and decide no more? This is your moment, right here, right now. Clarity creates power. If you don't define what matters to you, the world will define it for you, and you won't like the results. Clarity is not a luxury. It's a requirement. You cannot hit a target you cannot see. Vague desires produce vague results. Hope is not a strategy. If you don't know exactly what you want, don't be surprised when life hands you leftovers. The universe responds to precise intention. It rewards the bold, but it cannot align with confusion. Get clear. Get ruthless. Get specific. What do you want? Not what sounds good. Not what others expect. What sets your soul on fire. Strip away the noise, the pressure, the expectations. What remains? That core desire that is your true target. That is where your energy belongs. Define it. See it in detail. Speak it aloud. Until you do, you'll keep drifting. Then ask yourself, who must I become to earn it? Goals are not about what you get. They're about who you become. You want a championship life? Then become the kind of person who lives with discipline, courage, and relentless focus. You want to build a legacy? Then develop the traits of someone worthy of legacy. Focus is not just external, it's internal transformation. And don't forget the price. Everything has one. You will pay. The only question is what you pay for. Do you pay in comfort now and regret later? Or sacrifice now and succeed later? Excellence always has a cost. It costs friends who don't get it. Habits that don't serve it. Time that won't come back. If you're not willing to pay, don't pretend you're serious. That's why very few make it. Because when it's time to pay in blood, sweat, and attention, they flinch. They say, this is too much. No, what's too much is wasting your life chasing what doesn't matter. That's the real price. Focus isn't a mindset, it's a lifestyle. You don't dip your toe in. You jump in with both feet and burn the boats behind you. From this moment on, eliminate every task, habit, and distraction that doesn't serve your vision. You don't need more motivation. You need less hesitation. Get clear, get real, and get moving. The world doesn't give you what you hope for. It gives you what you fight for. So focus like your life depends on it, because it does. Say no to 1,000 things. That's not cruelty, it's clarity. In a world drunk on busyness, your power is in refusal. You are not here to entertain every option. You are here to execute one mission with ruthless commitment. The most successful people you admire aren't the ones who do the most. They're the ones who eliminate the most. They protect their focus like it's sacred, because it is. You must develop the courage to disappoint. Say no to distractions. Say no to obligations that don't serve your highest self. Say no to the guilt trips, to the people-pleasing, to the things that drain your fire. Every yes to something small is a no to something great. You're not hurting feelings, you're honoring your future. Focus is war. A war against mediocrity, against the easy path, against the versions of you that are lazy, distracted, unfocused, soft. You cannot afford to be kind to the part of you that wants comfort more than greatness. Kill that part. Replace it with the version of you that shows up every day, especially when it's hard. Discipline is your defense. It's the armor you wear to protect your energy. The moment you decide your purpose matters more than your emotions, you become unstoppable. Motivation fades, feelings change. But discipline stands like a rock in the storm. It says, we do this anyway. That is where real power begins. That's how winners are made. And don't forget, the world will try to pull you back. Friends who want the old version of you. Environments that reflect your past, not your future. Comfort zones dressed up as wisdom. But you must choose evolve or repeat. Rise or remain. Focus doesn't guarantee success overnight, but it guarantees you become someone who refuses to settle. Every decision either feeds your focus or starves it. Every moment is a fork in the road. Will you water weeds or grow roots? Will you feed your distractions or your destiny? You already know the answer. Now live like it. You don't need more time. You need more focus. Everyone gets the same 24 hours. The difference between the fulfilled and the frustrated, focus, not talent, not luck, focus. The average person is pulled in 10 directions, accomplishing nothing. The focused one locks into one direction and becomes unstoppable. You don't need to move faster. You need to move straighter. Burn the backup plans. Destroy the escape routes. The reason most people never rise is because they always leave a door open to quit. Stop calling it Plan B. Call it what it is, fear, and fear must be starved. Once you remove your exit, your only option is forward, and that's when power is born. The ones who changed the world didn't dabble. They decided. They focused. They sacrificed. They gave up weekends, broke free from distractions, outlasted the opinions of others. They made their mission non-negotiable. And when the storm came, they didn't crumble. They rose. Why? Because their focus wasn't built on hype. It was built on fire. Start today. Cut the noise. Get quiet. Ask yourself what truly matters to me. Then commit. Not casually, completely. Build your routines around it. Make it part of your identity. Let it be the lens through which you see everything. If it doesn't align with your purpose, it doesn't get access to your life, period. Because at the end of your life, you won't remember the notifications you checked, the random tasks you completed, or the drama you entertained. You'll remember the dream you built, or the one you abandoned. You'll either look back with pride or with pain. So choose right now. Choose focus over distraction. Choose discipline over comfort. Choose greatness over mediocrity. If you've made it this far, drop 100 in the comments. It shows you are part of the 1% that's improving every single day.